This is what I want to talk about with Love Island very quickly. Won't spend too much time on this, I promise. Um, there's a conversation surrounding Love Island, and if it's like getting too political, if the audience is doing too much. Long story short, some white girl got exposed for like saying the N-word. So thank you. So they took her off the cast immediately. She didn't even touch the villa, right? Um and so I've seen a lot of conversations surrounding this on like, oh, is the internet doing too much? Oh my gosh, y'all are ruining this like love show. Why are y'all making this about racism and blah 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 blah? And ironically, I actually agree with both sides, right? As someone who watched Love Island in general, especially Love Island USA, before it blew up, um, it definitely was never this serious. I'm not gonna lie, like Love Island was never supposed to be this serious. Um, however, I saw this video of this girl pretty much talking about it, and she was saying that why should I have to watch like a racist on my screen? You know what I'm saying? This is like Love Island is, yes, it is really that good. Love Island is probably the biggest reality TV show in the country right now. Um and Love Island USA is a much safer space for black people, more specifically people of color as well, but like it's just a more diverse show. Love Island UK, not quite. But Love Island USA is more like black. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, with Love Island USA being a safer space for black people, um I don't think it's too much to ask to be like, "Hey, this racist who like did this white girl who we are now seeing videos of say the N-word years ago. Yeah, get her off my screen." You know what I'm saying? Like, get her off my screen. Like, there's really nothing. I really don't think that that's a lot to ask. I do understand the other side of the people who have been watching the show for a long time and the other ones like UK and Australia. And they're just like, oh, this is my little love show. Why are you guys making it so serious? Why have y'all, you know, why are y'all allowing cancel culture to bleed into Love Island? I do understand how annoying it is, and I do agree that it's a bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie, I am a bit annoyed with it. But on the other end, I heard a very great point of like, honestly, we're kind of doing the Peacock a favor in getting rid of these people early because now you're not risking yourself like losing sponsorships and losing viewership because you are willingly having like a bigot on this show with like, you know, if you're having someone on there who has said the N-word before and they're possibly racist or Trumpy, and we have plenty of black people on this cast, the space is no longer safe for them. And so I think that truthfully, I'm shocked that this is the thing. Some people are like, "Oh, I'm shocked that like Love Island they don't do enough research," but people don't understand that these people, so the friends or the people that know these people who are being announced to be on the cast, the people that know these people are waiting until the moment happens in order to expose them, right? So it's hard to go digging for certain things that probably really aren't there because someone quite literally is hoarding and like an archived video of this person saying a slur and they're waiting until the moment to do it, right? And we don't talk enough about like how weird those people are too. It's something so strange about that to me. But at the same time, again, these people also say these things. You said a slur. You know what I'm saying? And you know you wasn't supposed to be doing that. And so it's kind of like I definitely don't feel bad for the girl. And I just do agree more with the larger point of like, it's really not too much to ask to be like, hey, this person that said the N word, can you kind of give them the boot? You know what I'm saying? When you have like half of the cast, more than half of the cast is black, like, or just people of color in general, and you're gonna keep bringing in more black bombshells throughout the show, like, I just don't think that's too much to ask. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna have a safe space for black people, to actually make it a safe space, I don't think that's extreme. But I still do understand the other side of just like, oh my gosh, we're like letting cancel culture bleed into this show. But I mean, unfortunately, it's already done. If you don't really want to deal with that much, you could just go like watch the UK one and Australia, and you can kind of live in your own little bubble and just watch the show. You don't have to give a fuck about their backgrounds and all that shit. But at the end of the day, with USA, it's just gonna happen. Hopefully, they do not end the show. I think, I don't want to jinx anything, but I think this year, I think it's gonna be fine, right? I honestly think the earlier the better when it comes to like giving people the boot that have like a problematic history. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the earlier the better. Because we're really on a great start with this season. Um, so I think it'll be fine for the most part. But yeah, I think another thing that I wanted to hit on really, really quick with the Islanders. Um, it's like probably day 2 or 3 in the villa, and we're seeing a lot of tears, right? Especially from the ladies. We're seeing them crying because the dude they coupled up with, they want to go talk to somebody else. They want to explore this, and that. And we're seeing all these tears and these breakdowns day 1 and 2, right? And people often ask, like, why do these Islanders get so emotional so early? And the very clear reason for that is insecurity, right? When something within yourself is like incomplete in a way, especially a lot of these people are young, right? So, and they probably haven't had much experience or had their heart broken that many times, to like, they don't really understand the full concept of dating, or they're not really at that high level of security and confidence within themselves that they can't allow someone else's actions to like dictate their emotions. It's a very like early 20s something to do, to just like, especially as a young woman, to just be in your feelings about someone choosing someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because then all those internal feelings get like bottled up, and they come out of like you not feeling like you're enough. You feel whatever insecurities you have, whatever past trauma you haven't healed from. That's usually when the Islanders start explaining all of that. They start giving their lore of like, oh well, I don't feel, you know, they basically explain the part of themselves where they don't feel complete. And it happens, they always get emotional pretty early. I would say with USA, they do seem to get emotional earlier than usual. um I would say UK's, they might get attached early pretty quick, but they still are in a early days vibe. You know what I'm saying? But with USA, they do tend to attach pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie. Didn't they already get rid of someone? No. Maybe tonight. Literally, there's a new episode that comes on in 30 minutes. So right after stream. Deuces. Yeah, yeah. Told you that I'm leaving. I'm going to watch Love Island immediately after this. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to like bring up that point because people often ask that, and I just seen that tweet earlier. Why are they crying so early? It's because they're insecure. Like a lot of us, you know what I'm saying? Or even at a point in time, even if you're not now, they're insecure. And when shit like this happens, it's triggering, and it makes you feel like there's something wrong with you. And like a lot of people on that show need therapy, you know what I'm saying? So these things that happen, and they're very sensitive too, like they're just sensitive, and they're insecure, and they have a lot of unhealed wounds. And so these situations bring that out of them, and that's why they get emotional so early. And it's not because they really truly like the person or that they get super attached. It's just like an internal thing. And probably ego a little bit too. But it's just them being in their feelings. They feel like, oh, is there something wrong with me? Am I not enough? It's just like a 20, early 20 something thing. It just, I get it. But it is funny to watch because it's like you've literally known this man for 24 hours and you are in tears because they want to go explore with someone else. Please. It is insane to watch as a viewer, but you being that young person who's experiencing this for the first time and who has like unhealed wounds, being put in that situation, you would probably be emotional too. So I get it.